Mine says 9-8. Oh, there you go. There's a delay, so there it is.
There you go.
How we sounding?
Hey guys, we're doing like a weird sound check here. My name's Christine Sweeney. Oh, look, my voice is coming out of that cell phone, so we know it's working. And this is Rory Quinn. He's going to be playing guitar for me. We're very excited. We're at Werner headquarters over here. Put it up. Brie Coaches over there from Production Babes. She's doing some checking, doing some chilling, and we're going to get the go-ahead pretty soon. We're really happy to be here. We're kind of just waiting for a few more people to pop in. We have some people in the waiting room that are ready to be performing. Celia is manning the computer over there, and she's giving me the thumbs up, which is pretty great. I got caught in a rainstorm on the way here, so I'm very excited. Yes, it was. I'm very excited to be here in all of my rainstorm glory.
One of those storms where you're driving fine, but the other reckless people splash their water onto your car, and now you can't see. So now you're like, well, I hope there's nothing in front of me.
Well, my thing was like getting stuck in the rain from like the front door to the car. And then by the time you're in the car, you're like, well, I look like a wet rat now. I can't wait for this live stream that I wish was on the radio now.
Still beautiful, though.
Well, thanks. I try. I showered in the last 24 hours. Anywho, so what's the game plan, ladies? Where are we going for our next thing?
That is a great question. We're pretty set. It sounds pretty decent.
Okay, great.
We can go right in. I want to do some introductions about who we are.
Well, yeah, who are we? Where will you see us? That's a great question. So the whole point of this event is like a pre-SERFA open mic kind of thing. We're going to be featuring a couple of artists that are going to be at the SERFA convention, Folk Alliance Southeast Regional Folk Alliance. We're very excited. Personally, this is my first Folk Alliance that I've ever been to. So, I'm also bringing Brie along with me. This is her first SERFA. Yo, wait, I said this is my first Folk Alliance. This is not Folk Alliance. This is SERFA. It's my first one at SERFA. I'm a NERFA person. I'm from the Northeast, from New York. And, we're going to be doing some original music there. We're going to be meeting some cool people, doing some busking in the city of Asheville, actually. That's going to be cool. So, we're just looking forward to that. Bree's got her whole thing, Production Babes. She's going to tell you more about that later, but they put on awesome events, and we're hosted here by Celia Werner from Celia Werner Productions, and she does amazing videography and photography at her studios, as well as live streaming, live shots, all the things.
Excellent.
Live, footage. Like if you guys have a show coming up, you can hire her to do your event.
She's great.
Yes, she is, and it's going to be a really cool little collab here. So. Do we have anybody needing anything from us? Should I kick it off with some music, or shall we wait a few minutes? Or
we have a couple people in the waiting room, but
sick.
If you want to do a song and then do more later.
Okay, yeah.
Throughout.
Yeah, we could certainly.
Sounds good. All right, so we're gonna start off with one of my original tunes, and this whole thing, is the purpose of this event. It's meant to be a way for people who are going to SERFA for the first time, or who are not from the region like myself, or who don't have many showcases, because, that's just how it kind of happened. So we decided to put on this event to make everybody have a little bit of an opportunity to have a little bit more exposure, more friend making time, more connecting time, and just a little bit of fun. So I get to kick it off with one of my tunes then. So we're gonna do The Better Parts.
Let's do it. Cool.
All right. This is my tune called The Better Parts. This is off of my most recent album that I just put out. It was a full band record, and this one goes out to your other half. So. All right, 2, 3, 4. If I was a bird, then you'd be my feather. If I was a breeze, then you'd be the weather. If I was a cat, you'd be my ball of yarn. If ever was a house, you'd be my green, green lawn. Oh, these summer nights just feeling so long, but they're way too short when I'm in your arms. Hold me closer so I can see you're all of the better parts of me. If I was a spider, you'd be my web. If I got tired, you'd be a place to lay my head. Yeah, you can be my favorite book on my nightstand, 'cause I wanna read you over and over again, yeah. Oh, these summer nights just feeling so long, they're way too short when I'm in your arms. Hold me closer so I can see, yeah, you're all of the better parts of me. Woo! Oh yeah, 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 yeah. If I was a coffee, you'd be my sugar. Oh yeah, baby. And if I were a letter, I know you'd deliver. There's no one you can count on, you can count on me. There's nowhere else in the world that I'd rather be. These nights just feeling so long, they're way too short when I'm in your arms. Pull me closer so I can see You're all of the better parts of me. I'll be closer so I can see. You're all of the better parts of me. You know what was great about that song? Is that even though I tuned my guitar just a moment before it, that my whole guitar was out of tune. That was my favorite part about that. Also, your playing was very good.
Most importantly, though, we didn't let that stop us.
No.
Perfect performance.
Well, don't throw around the P word, you know. You're going to get me nervous. Seriously, I just tuned that right before the... You saw me do it, too. I think it's the weather. Yes, I do. Yes, I can.
Well, anyway, we have somebody ready to go. All right,
Is David chilling in the... Excellent. Well, why don't we get David up here? If I may, I do have a little bit of info about David. Can you pull him up, baby doll? By baby doll, I mean benevolent and beautiful and talented Celia.
You'll be able to hear him out of your laptop.
Oh no, because it's muted, so I won't. All right, here we go. Benevolent and beautiful. Well, there is a delay.
Yeah.
No, because it's because I'm watching the stream. Okay. All right. So.
Oh, excellent.
He's in the room.
All right.
Welcome. Hello.
All right. So David, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read your bio, and then if you don't mind, just kick it off, and we won't have too much back and forth just because of the. I'm hearing way too much. I'm getting actually odd. Nope. David is a lovely person who I won't have too much back and forth with because of whatever the streams are doing. So I love you, David. Thanks for being here. I'm going to read your little bio here that you've got shared with us. Thank you so much for being here today. And I can't wait to hear your music. And I'm really excited to meet you at NERFA, at SERFA, and just connect with everybody. So let's hear this. So it says, Songs for a Better World, Stories to Make Your Heart Dance. Haken gives us a voice like John Denver's, wit like Todd Snyder's, and the subtle poetry of Leonard Cohen. And I really, really like that so much. I love the way you phrased that. So why don't you kick it off? Can't wait to hear you. Go for it. Thank you for being here.
All right. Well, I love this time of year in the Midwest with the forsythias in bloom and the redbud trees and the dandelions. This is called Dandelion Garden. I was pulling weeds in my garden, first cool, dry weekend in spring. Mrs. Rice next door was a friend of my father's. I asked her how her garden had been. She said, I have 418 flowers, as yellow as a new sunshine. She turned to her front yard. I clapped and she bowed. Now her dandelion garden's on my mind. She made me stop the car once on 10th Street. That graffiti on the underpass is rare. That painter's hand turned her garage into canvas. And I admit that her confusion had some flair. She said, I have 418 flowers, as yellow as a new sunshine. She turned to her front yard. I clapped and she bowed. Now her dandelion garden's on my mind. The walnut trees grow into her foundation. Well, I asked, don't they make your basement leak? She said the musty cellar brings back my childhood. Now I think about my mom, I laugh and weep. She said, I have 418 flowers, as yellow as a new sunshine. She turned to her front yard. I clapped and she bowed. Now her dandelion garden's on my mind. Ten years have passed, we're gathered round her. Oh, she's left us for some journey of better soil. 418 weeds fill this church with sunshine. Gonna look for beauty, not for toil. Because now I have 418 flowers, as yellow as a new sunshine. She turned to her front yard. I clapped and she bowed. Now her dandelion garden's on my mind. Dandelion gardens on my mind. Well, this next song came about because of eating very spicy pizza very late at night, getting very strange dreams. It's called Sidewalk Van Gogh. I dreamed I was rubbed onto a sidewalk in town by a young student artist with some chalk she had found. She transformed that curbside of broken concrete to the walls of a mansion at everyone's feet. As a sidewalk chalk painting, well, I felt pretty new. Dragged my yellows, nursed all my blues. She said, yes, you're done now, wouldn't you know? She looked down and smiled at her sidewalk Van Gogh. And I'm only a sketch in a great painter's book, and only a few souls ever take a look. From my light and my shadow, all that I know, I'm only a painter's sidewalk Van Gogh. People would stop, take some pleasure away, or a new shade of truth in a personal way. She gave kids her chalk, and they added some greens. Dogs and cats paw printed over my scenes. A poet penned a couplet right under my frame. A circle of passerbys guessed at my name. What wasn't too bad life. Those things go. Some footprints and compliments as the sidewalk then go. I'm only a sketch in a great painter's book. Only a few souls ever take a look. But my light and my shadow are all that I know. I'm only a painted sidewalk Van Gogh. Oh, but as dreams often do, this sky turned black. My life was so fragile and under attack. The thunder was closer, the rain began drumming. The storm was my end, but we all have that coming. Each raindrop took some piece and washed me away. My sidewalk was turning its yesterday gray. Then those kids gathered mud and sticks and made a big dam. They held back my chalk water, round me they ran. My last color swirled like a kaleidoscope. They looked down and laughed at their sidewalk Van Gogh. I'm only a sketch in a great painter's book. And only a few souls ever take a look. But my light and my shadow, all that I know. I'm only a painted sidewalk Van Gogh. Thank you, Christine. I think that pretty much does it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, that was so great. That was really, really great. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, Kansas City native and retired from 28 years of teaching second grade and went full-time music and toured for
That's
about
awesome.
5 years before the pandemic. And I've kind of shifted to taking on some songwriting students and doing some songwriting retreats. Looking for a duo partner before I go back on the road, I think.
Yeah. And you were teaching as well. That's really, really awesome. I also teach up in New York, but I do private lessons. I like to joke and say that I couldn't ever teach in a school because I would be fired for being late all the time. So I did the wiser thing and I never applied. Well, thank you so much for being here. Now, is this going to be your first SERFA, second SERFA? Like, tell us your
No,
history.
I've been coming for probably since 2017, I guess.
Awesome.
And always having a showcase room to host other artists.
Awesome.
And
Very
so
cool.
that's why I started using the tapestries behind me.
Yeah.
And also have been filming artists. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
the official videographer at SWRFA this year too.
Oh, cool.
Great.
All right.
Seasoned veteran.
Yeah. Well, we're really looking forward to bumping into you and meeting up. And thank you so much for joining us on the stream and sharing your lovely music.
Thank you.
Yeah,
pleasure.
absolutely. So we're going to switch gears here. I believe we have another performer set up. So we've got Timothy Scott Williams. Is he in the queue, ready to go?
Yes, he is.
All right. So Timothy, let's get this bio here. So
Okay.
North Carolina native Timothy Scott Williams, now living in coastal Georgia, is a singer-songwriter with a flair for melodies that move and the vocal range to match. His original music can evoke Bakersfield in the 1960s, the power of folk ballads in the 70s, today's coffee shop pop, or the timeless sound of the mountains. I really like that.
Yeah, I didn't write that, but my wife probably wrote that. But
Well, it's hard to write your own bio. I mean,
it
it's
is. It's
it's
kind of
okay to
tough.
get someone to write
Mhm.
it who knows you very well,
It does, and we're kind of a team. My wife and I write together. She
Yeah,
writes most of the lyrics for our songs. So I wanted to
very,
give
very cool.
Sarah
Yeah.
a shout out too.
Well, thank you for joining us so much. So, why don't you just jump right in and get to your tunes? We're
Sure.
looking forward to hearing you and seeing what you do. And
Okay.
thanks for playing tonight.
Well, thank you, Christine
All
and
right, let's
Brianna.
go.
A sweet melody pirouettes down the street and invites me to come through your door. You float into the room like you lasso the moon. Your smile pulls me across the floor. Your arms around me are all that I need. Follow the music wherever it leads. We don't dance alone or slip out of control. Just follow the music and never let go. We have and we hold. Before we met, I felt out of step. My feet seemed unwilling to move. My heart stumbled alone without a song. We waltzed our way to I do. Your arms around me are all that I need. Follow the music wherever it leads. We don't dance alone or spin out of control. Just follow the music wherever it goes. We have and we hold. Together we glide through the good and bad times. Your hand in mine, partners for life. If there's ever a day I cannot find my way, I will follow the music to you. Changing instruments here for this second song. The first one was called Follow the Music, of course, and this one is called Fall Down. All the leaves on all the trees fall down, fall down. Tallest towers on TV fall down, fall down. All the soldiers on the field fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. And I know you're angry, fixing things you did not break, picking up from a past you cannot change. Ladders you must pay to climb, fall down, fall down. Walls that cowards hide behind, fall down, fall down. Empires built on fear and lies, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. And I know you're angry, fixing things you did not break, picking up the pieces from a past you did not change. Let the tears you never cried fall down, fall down. Children standing there first time, fall down, fall down. Dreams just learning how to fly, fall down, fall down, fall down. And I know you're ready to fix things you did not break, picking up the pieces for a future you can change. So don't be afraid to fall down. Fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. Thank you. I don't know. I should keep going, or if you guys are going to come back in, so I don't want to go over the allotted time. Okay. China. Seems every day I work overtime, always one more ladder I should climb. We both get home late, too tired to plan a date, watch TV, fall asleep and fall behind. I've been thinking about downsizing, so here's what I'm fantasizing. Picture a little house in a little town. Less in between us, nothing big to weigh us down. We don't need to have a lot to have it all. I'm dreaming small. I'm dreaming small. Don't have to drive some big fancy car. Have just everything in our own backyard. All these things we don't need. All I want is you and me on a blanket underneath the stars. So close your eyes and imagine the scene and step into simple life with me. Picture a little house in a little town. Less space between us, nothing big to weigh us down. We don't need to have a lot to have it all. Dreaming small, I'm dreaming small. And I know we'll always have more than enough. Nothing could be bigger than our love. So picture a little house in a little town. Less space between us, nothing big to weigh us down. We don't need to have a lot to have it all. Dreaming small, I'm dreaming small. Thanks everybody. I just wanted to say thanks again to Christine and Brianna for this. And I do have one showcase Thursday night at 11:45. It's the Welcome to SERFA showcase, and it's hosted by Carrie Estrin. And I hope that you guys can make it or someone can make it. Thank you so much. Back to you. Okay.
What?
That was my button. You can blame me.
We're blaming Celia. We're blaming Celia. The mic wasn't on. We're just kidding. We love you, Celia. What I was saying was thank you so much for sharing your music. It was really, really great to hear you. And I'm really glad that you talked about your showcase too, because I wanted this stream to be an opportunity for where people can, you know, advertise for like what's going on at SERFA. Hey, come and see me again. Come shake my hand. Come give me a high five for that sweet, sweet chord change. And, you know, we really loved what you did. So thanks for being here. So up next is me. Okay. So we decided that since we were running a little late, instead of having me do a whole set in the beginning, I'm just going to occasionally do a song in between. So Rory and I are going to kick it off again. This is a song called Feeling So Low. This is just about like feeling kind of like garbage, but choosing to go on anyway. Can anyone relate? Has anyone felt bad in the past 3 years? Has anyone felt kind of crappy?
Never had a bad day in my life.
Man, I don't know. So anyway, so if you like this one, please look it up. It's off my full band record that I put out last year, and it just turned like 1 year old. My baby is one year old, and it's streaming wherever you find your streaming things. It's called Feeling So Low. You got the heart, don't you, baby? And you got the brains. One good place to start, yeah, baby, is admitting that you don't know everything. So pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Get out of bed for one day. It ain't your fault that you're down there. do 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 do. Yeah, maybe I got the heart. Yeah, maybe I got the brains. But the best thing I ever did for myself now, baby, is admitting that I don't know everything. When you're feeling so low, feeling now when I'm feeling so low, yeah, when you feel it so low. Don't worry, 'cause up is the only way you got to go. When you feel it so low, woo, when you feel it so low, yeah, when you feel it so low. Don't worry, 'cause up is the only way you got to go. Don't worry, 'cause up is the only way you got to go. Don't worry, 'cause up is the only way you got to go, 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 go. Yeah, don't worry, 'cause up is the only way you got to go, go, go. Don't worry, 'cause up is the only way left to go. Yeah. All right, all right. So, anyway, guys, speaking of showcases, because I know that you had mentioned your showcase right before me, Tim. So, I have one Saturday late night at SERFA. So, if you're enjoying my music and you're going to SERFA, please come hang out with me. Come say hi. Sadly, Rory will not be with me at the showcase, so you won't be able to high five him, but I can pass it along the next time I see him, you know, if you want to give him, or a virtual high five, you can. So my showcase, it's hosted by Folk Music Notebook, okay? And that's Jolton Joe, Pazonic, and Ron Olesko. And the name of the room is called The Lab. So, very mysterious. So this is Saturday late night, 12:30 to 12:45. So be sure to come hang out with us and say hi. And Joe's a cool dude. Ron's a cool dude. It's always a fun time. So I'm excited to have that showcase. And that's my one, you know, and like, that's okay. And I love the small nature of this conference. Like, I've told you a little bit about it, but like not a ton. It's like 200, 250 people. It's going to be such a great intimate weekend. And at a huge conference, maybe having one showcase, I'd be like, oh man, I only have one, you know, but here I'm like, yeah, I have one. We have enough, you know, and we're going to be able to see people and meet people and do some lobby jams. So why don't we get to our next performer, though, because I don't want to take up too much time now. Do we have Annie set up? Okay, so guys, Annie Capps is next up. We're really excited to have her on here. Thank you so much, Annie. Let me say a little bit about her. This is her bio. An acclaimed singer-songwriter, performer, recording artist, and producer with 4 folk DJ chart-topping albums and 2 Kerrville New Folk finalist awards to her credit. Woo! Annie Capps has spent the past 4 decades forging her own unique genre-defying style. Though best known for her long performing career with husband Rod Capps, Annie's newest project is a solo album called How Can I Say This?, featuring a supporting cast of luminaries who happen to all be women. I love that. Annie, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Hopefully it's not too loud. I've got this really weird situation where I'm at my sister's house in Cleveland. So
wow, Cleveland, that sounds like a weird
situation. Cleveland's pretty cool. I mean, she's outside of Cleveland, but
well, we're so excited to hear your music. Why don't you just jump right in and
sure.
Be sure to tell us if you have any showcases too, because we want to make sure that we come and visit you at SERFA.
Will do.
All right.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much for doing this. This is super fun. As I said, I'm at my sister's house in Cleveland. This isn't my usual setup, but fortunately my brother-in-law had a webcam and I had a microphone that I was going to return and I decided not to, sitting in my car. So as I've mentioned, I did put out a new album. I'll tell you a little bit more about my husband and I later. We've been at this for a long time, but I had a bunch of songs that needed women involved. And I'll play this first one. It's called Learning. And essentially, I am singing for all of those who are still sort of making their way through all the crap that we learned when we were younger, that we're still trying to unlearn, although there are some good things too. I was taught to never waste a good drunk, when there's so much power in a sharp tongue. Down the hatch, drop my guard, open to his thirst. Learning sometimes hurts. And I was taught the way to win affection from a master of deception. Now he's trying not to wake me while he buttons up his shirt. Learning sometimes hurts. Oh, I learned to be a devil when the angel wasn't looking. And I learned there are secrets you don't tell. I learned that folks like me are going straight to hell. Why'd they teach us that Columbus was a hero? Why do some boys hear yes when you say no? Then look at you with eyes that say we get what we deserve. Learning sometimes hurts. Using my mother's favorite weapon. She said forgiveness isn't easy when they're treating you like dirt, but learning sometimes hurts. Yeah, I learned about forgiveness from someone who had it worse. I was taught that learning sometimes hurts. Yes, my mom's in the other room. That's part of the reason I'm here, is hanging out with my mom. And so, yeah, she taught me a lot, and those were the good things. So I'm getting the impression that I should be playing 3 songs. I had only planned on 2, but I'm going to assume, unless you tell me otherwise, that I need to play a 3rd one, and I'm going to do that before I mess with the tuning on this. And this is another song that is on my new record. It's called 2 Different Things, and let's just say some people's idea of reality is a little messed up. What he heard and what you said are 2 very different things. Bit your tongue and while it bled, you danced a jig as he pulled on your strings. There's a jackknife in your pocket just out of reach, but the blade is duller than a politician's speech. that living in his head is not the one who's got you kissing his rings. Take a peek behind the curtain, see the puppeteer on a pedestal as shaky as a chandelier. Chaser of suspicion and a grain of salt. 'Cause what they heard and what they get are two very different things. The coroner is dripping with sweat and the victim started sprouting his wings. You know the truth is never ever simply black or white, even when it's hiding out in broad daylight. Now and then you'll find it in the great hindsight. What he heard and what you said are two very different things. Okay, so my sister just showed up. This is what happens. I'm at her house. She's allowed to walk around. All right, I'm gonna mess with my tuning a little bit here and play one more song. This is the last track on the album. I broached a lot of different topics on this record, and one of them was grief, which I think we've all experienced a lot in our lives, different kinds of grief. This one in particular was inspired by the loss of a really, really long and deep friendship. And I also learned that you can't copyright a song title. Did you know that? So this song is called Yesterday. I've been far too busy lately, filling up my plate with things that leave a really nasty taste in my mouth. Overly consumed with all the ways we're doomed, while trying to make room for what I should be leaving out. Yesterday I listened to my breath for the first time in ages. I read a real book made out of paper and got through almost 7 pages. Well, I've come dangerously close to picking up the phone to boast about the way all my anger has subsided. But everywhere I look, there's evidence of crooked and creative ways it took for me to try and hide it. But yesterday a sunbeam hit the curtains for the first time in ages. I still don't understand why grief has to go through so damn many stages. But when the needle on the record dances across the same word, someone else who isn't me might pick it up and move it over to a new song. But that would feel so wrong with the solace I find when I'm stuck inside this groove. But yesterday I chose to wear mascara for the first time in ages, as the force field round my bleeding heart finally disengages. And yesterday my inner songbird sang out for the first time in ages, and all the doors flew open on her tortured little cages. All the doors flew open. Thanks so much, everybody. And thank you, Christine. It's really sweet of
Wonderful.
you. I think I played long.
You know what though? We're gonna probably end up going another round, so it's okay. We love it. We're happy that you had the music to share with us, and we had a great time. And I was trying to communicate that to you, like, yeah, go ahead, play another one. I wasn't sure
I
you
saw
heard
the
me, so-
chat, so thank you.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. You sounded lovely, and so
Thanks very much.
so tell us a little bit about yourself. Is this like your first SERFA? Is this your 100th SERFA? What are you doing?
Well, I've been to many SERFAs over the years. It's been a few years since we've been. It was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But so we're in our first time at Black Mountain, so we're super excited to be doing that. I have a history with Folk Alliance, and I've been running the Folk Alliance Region Midwest for quite a while. I've been very much involved with farms, so that's my world. But we've been to the NERFAs and the internationals, and my husband and I say we. He and I will be together showcasing a couple of sets on Thursday and Friday night. We've got a showcase, so you can find us roaming about. We'll be playing other songs because we're about to put out a new record with the band. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
So I'm actually going to come into your world because I'm planning on coming to farm this year.
Yay! Yeah, I passed the torch on to the fabulous Ellen Stanley, so it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be great. I'm super happy.
Will you still be there, lit by the torch?
Say that again?
Will you still be at the conference?
Oh, yeah.
Lit-
Oh, for sure.
Lit by her torch? Okay.
Yes. Oh, of course. I
Okay,
can't not
excellent.
be there.
Well, I look forward to seeing you over there too.
Awesome.
All right, so we're gonna
Awesome.
actually gonna pass it over here to Bernie. We're gonna go straight away, and thank you again, Annie, for joining us. And we look forward to meeting you over at the conference. Let's have a little bit about Bernie here. So I'm gonna scroll up on my little thing. So this bio is coming in the words of Bernie. Music became a part of my life in '76 when I spent nearly a year busking through France and Italy, playing in outdoor cafes, the Paris metro, nightclubs, and colleges. My songwriting spans several genres from the blues to country, rock, and some jazz-influenced tunes, but regardless of the style, the story is the most important thing. Could you chill, little doggy? We've got a four-legged studio friend, if you want to show him on the camera. You can't be mad at him for interrupting the bio. But seriously, man, chill. Okay. Regardless of the style, the story is the most important thing. Today, Bernie is a proud member of Skyland's Songwriters Guild in Morris County, New Jersey, and co-hosts the Songwriters Gig podcast. His first EP, Tools of a Songwriter, was released in July 2018. A full-length CD is coming in 2023. Bernie, welcome to the stream. We're so happy to have you here with us today. What? He needs to unmute? He needs to unmute. Would you unmute yourself? That's what I'm being told.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
It's so nice that you're doing this. I'm excited. It's my first SERFA. I'm a NERFA person too. I'm
Same.
Jersey, so and NERFA is back in Jersey next year, everybody, at Asbury
right.
Park again. So we worked out some of the kinks. I volunteered last year. It was awesome. Yeah.
It was beautiful. Really, really fun event last year. I really enjoyed it.
We can't promise 75-degree weather in November again. That was stellar, but
Well,
it'll
listen,
still
my
be the
birthday-
shore.
My birthday is right back to back with NERFA every year, so I just want to say and put it out there to the universe that this is my gift that I would like is the nice weather for NERFA. So I'm putting it out there now.
Well, David before was talking about his bio, and I co-host a monthly songwriting circle, and everybody has trouble writing their bio unless you're an Irishman like me, and then you have no trouble. You write too much. But what we did is we got the friends to write the bios for each other. So we'd have 15 people in the room. We'd pick one person. Everybody would write one or two things that they liked. And then people built a bio that way. And that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, actually, that's really smart. I would say I have a lot of difficulty writing my own bio.
Well, our inner critic never takes a day off.
Well, so we're excited to hear your music. We're gonna mute my microphone soon so we can catch this little rascal in the room who's barking. We're so excited to hear your music. Why don't you kick it off and play some tunes for us? And thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks again for putting it on. Happy to. All right, I am in our songwriting group up here. We're big on asking people if they wouldn't mind sharing the story behind how the song came to be. There is no story to this. I just liked rhyming hoochie coochie. So this is called Hoochie Coochie. A lot of pretty ladies have come my way. If I'm honest, very few would make the grade. When all the huggy wuggy, the smoochy hoochie coochie is done. Physical attraction only goes so far, like money in your pocket or a fancy car. At the end of the day, find somebody to love. Well, if you think you're ready for something more, you're gonna have to change the way you're keeping score. What you can touch, you can hold, won't count for very much when you're getting old. So throw away your black book and stop your running around. Let me share a thing or two that I have learned. Think the time has come for you to take your turn. Find a take her home to mama, watching movies in pajamas kind of girl. Well, if you think you're ready for something more, you're gonna have to change the way you're keeping score. So that's my story, short and sweet. Try it once for me, I guarantee you'll be saying, okie dokie, I know who I wanna hokey pokey with. You'll thank me later, that's crystal clear. See you later, alligator, my work's done here. get some huggy wuggy, smoochy hoochie coochie with you, take her home to mama, watching movies in pajamas. Say okie dokie, I know who I wanna hokey pokey with. So that's Hoochie Coochie. And this song actually has a story behind it. Back in 2018, I read about a story that was reprinted from 16. It happened in 16 in Florida. Local college football players were going to middle schools in the area. You know, a lot of teams do that. And they're at lunch, and this one football player asked the moderator, why is that young boy over there sitting by himself? And she said, well, he sits by himself every day. He's special needs. So, of course, the football player went and sat with him. And that became the cool table, and they developed a relationship, and the young boy was now on the sidelines with the team, and it developed the way we hope all stories would develop. So this is called Reach Out. This was featured on WHYY in Philly last year, part of their house concert series. But if it's got a story, it just means that sometimes you can make a big difference just by sitting down at someone's table. See the lonely boy sitting at a table by himself. Who will help this lonely boy? As a way that he can cope, turns inside, away from hope. Then no one knows he's a lonely boy. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you and it takes me. What will we do for this boy? Let's join him at his table, this lonely boy. See the lonely girl, she feels like no one hears her, so she curls inside a lonely world. Waiting for a hand to reach out. Isn't this what we've been taught about? Don't let time run out for this lonely girl. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you, it takes me. What we'll do for this girl? Let her share her story, this lonely girl. We've stopped looking up, forgotten what it means to look in someone's eyes and say, you matter to me. This can be a lonely place. Everyone hides in their own space. What a waste, such a lonely world.
Time for us to make a stand. Find someone who needs a helping hand. That's the plan to heal this lonely world. Loneliness can be healed, but it takes you, and it takes me. Here's what we'll do for our world. We can bring it to an end. Let's bring it to an end. We all reach out to a friend. It'll be a better world.
So that's that, and I have a quick one here. So this has a little bit of a story. In the early days of the pandemic, I ran out of things to watch. I hadn't started streaming stuff yet, so I was watching a movie set in the 30s, and there were two kind of rough and tumble guys, just normal guys, but very blue collar. And one guy's not happy because his daughter is in love with a guy he doesn't approve of. And he says to his friend, he goes, "And the guy's a bum. He doesn't even have $5 to his name." And I thought, well, geez, what if he had $5? That sounds like an awfully low bar. So I just wrote that in my idea book. And then just last November, I go through it from time to time. And this song came out. And it's more than a little bit of autobiographical. Because when I was a busker, I met my wife. She was actually Canadian. But when we got engaged, I had nothing. So all he had was love for this woman, but he wanted her to know what she was getting into. So this is called Marry Me. Got $5 to my name, will you marry me? Give you a mood ring on a chain, will you marry me? We'll celebrate the simple things, and I'll treat you like a queen. I'll ask you every day, will you marry me? A 3-room walk-up flat, if you marry me. A thrift store Easter hat, if you marry me. Pizza, cheap red wine, I'll be yours and you'll be mine. We won't need more than that if you marry me. Here's what I propose. We'll pick a road, just see where it goes. Give you my heart to hold. We'll walk arm in arm until we're old. If you marry me, I'll find a justice of the peace when you marry me. I'll wear the pants that take a crease when you marry me. We'll write our own vows, tell the world out loud that love is all we'll need when you marry me. Here's what I propose. We'll pick a road, just see where it goes. Give you my heart to hold. We'll walk arm in arm until we're old. But when you marry me, Well, it's been 30 years since you married me. Lot of laughter, a few tears since you married me. But every day I wake up blessed since that moment you said yes. I'll always be right here since you married me. Here's what I propose. Pick a road, just see where it goes. Give you my heart to hold. We'll walk arm in arm, wish on shooting stars. I caught lightning in a jar when you married me. That's it. Thanks, everybody. I'm really enjoying everything.
Hey, that was so lovely. Thank you for playing with us, on the stream and just sharing your music. That was great.
Thank you very much. I'm looking
Do you
forward to
have
SERFA
any
very much.
showcases you want to talk about, or are you?
I got
highlight
two.
anything?
12:45 on Friday. I'm in Jeffersonbury as the host. It's Cover Your Friends. So
Oh yeah.
that'll be fun. I'm playing Ellis Paul and an Abby Gardner song.
Awesome.
And then on 11 o'clock on Saturday, Broadway One Collaborative with Aaron Tornberg.
Very, very cool. Well, we're really looking forward to connecting at SERFA, and this is cool because it's just such a community-based thing. I'm kind of explaining what a folk conference is, bringing Bree along, and she's like, all right, what's the deal? And I'm like, wait a second, you mean I get to explain to you the deal? And it's exciting to me because you know how special it is, the connections that you make that are not just business. They're long-lasting friendships that you can potentially make. So we're really looking forward to this whole thing, and thanks for being a part of this.
Well, again, thanks for putting it on. I put, like I said, I host an open mic, and I know the work that goes into it. So thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, and thanks for participating. And so actually, we're gonna kick off with one more song, I guess, for us, and then we're gonna go another round. And if anybody wants to play again, who is still here, you guys are more than welcome to. So I'm excited. Yeah, cool. Well, so we're gonna play a song off my first full band album. This is called Angel. I wrote this song as kind of like an imagining. It's almost like a love song, but it's to a person who doesn't exist. It's an imagined person. So you can think of that. And I wrote this one summer on my mother's couch with the windows open, and this really lovely breeze was coming through, and it was the summertime. But it's kind of funny because the song references wintertime. Sure. So maybe I was I'm desperately craving winter. I don't know. All right, anyway, here it is. It's called Angel, and if you like my music, please find me. I'm at ChristineSweeney.com and all the streaming platforms everywhere. All right, here I go. Oh, man, everything's in retrograde. Okay. Do you hear it? It's doing it again. All right. I refuse to let this guitar beat me today. Look at that. Look at that.
If it makes you feel better, the streams actually
We did. Okay, now Rory, tell them how many minutes ago I tuned my guitar. Tell them.
How many minutes ago?
Yeah.
Before we went live, I think you finished tuning 3 seconds before we were back live.
Yes, that's the right amount of seconds. So you see why I'm so angry, everybody? All right, here we go. Better stay. I use it too much to let it go, Angel, come out to me. Open your wings and fly to me. Darling, come out and find me. my eyes, 'cause it's noon, first time I open them today. Cause I stayed out drinking late, and I woke up thinking late, and I'm praying to God way up in the sky that I'll find me somebody nice tonight. If you're taking, take my heart and run. Oh yeah, inside of me, lifting up on my feet, yeah, inside of me, still have a heartbeat. Hope you can take my heart and run. Oh, take my heart and run. Smell of cold air and cigarettes. Do you wanna go outside? I say let's, and you say, oh, come on, baby. Been out here now for quite some time. You figure out we're alone, and then you smile and you say, "Be mine if I kissed you. Will you get ever ready to start way up in the sky? Said I'll find me somebody nice tonight. If you take my heart and run. Oh, yeah, inside of me, and lifting up on my feet, yeah, inside of me, still have a heartbeat, and I hope you can take it. Oh, take my heart, and I'm praying to God way up in the sky. Said hope I meet somebody nice tonight. If you take my heart and run. Oh yeah, inside of me, I'm missing up on my feet. Yeah, inside of me, I still have a heartbeat, and I hope you can take it. Take my heart and run. Oh, take my heart and run. That ending was that was a good ending. All right, guys, thanks. This is Rory Quinn over here on the electric guitar, and thanks for being with me today. This is good. All right, so we're gonna bring it back here. Let's get David back on. David, how you doing out in there in the real
Doing
world?
good, doing good. Got a
Glad to
couple
have
of
you back.
original tunes.
What was that?
Got a couple of original tunes for you.
Awesome. We're really looking forward to it. Thanks again for joining us, and one more round. And if you have anything else you want to share, websites or upcoming projects or anything, feel free to talk about that. And let's just give it up to you so you can continue the fun here.
Yeah, the website is davidhaken.com, and find myself with 10 albums of original songs. I too have been running the songwriters group in Kansas City, Missouri since 1992. Anyway, this song, I retired from teaching 28 years, second grade, and most people don't realize that all across this great country, on a regular basis, teachers and their young students practice what to do if someone enters the building with a gun. This is called Intruder Drill. Word comes around, intruder drill today. My inner city 8-year-olds have a lot to say as they hide in the cloakroom, knee to knee. Their silent faces look up at me. Sure, some just snicker like at the tornado drill last week. Many have seen violence, and not just on TV. They are my charge, my sacred duty, our chance for a brighter day. I know each one like my own child, and not a one of them could I save. Duke is tearing up, bracing for that broken door, anticipating what he's seen before. Jenny hides her face, ashamed to cry. She mouths the question to me, why? They are my charge, my sacred duty, our chance for a brighter day. I know each one like my own child, not one of them could I save. So I tie a cord around the doorknob, hold the door. I ignore the flimsy glass as I block the windows like the floor. This school was built in 1924. They never imagined needing more. They are my charge, my sacred duty, our chance for a brighter day. I know each one like my own child, and not a one of them could I save. Can't leave you with that one. So this other one is called In America. Sometimes I just feel like shaking people and slapping upside the head and saying, what part of love thy neighbor don't you understand? But of course that doesn't do any good. So I wrote a gentle song instead. I read the news today, my thoughts are so ugly. My friends and I look at life, and we all agree. Many voices don't. I try to blame propaganda, but the truth is, all live in America. Oh, all live in America. It's so easy to judge call someone mean-spirited. What would it look like across the table, breaking bread? I'm so sure of my choices, I join the hysteria. But the truth is, we all live in America. Oh, we all live in America. We walk in our bubble, we try to make ends meet. Our cultures rarely collide. We like things real neat, but our kids all wish on a star in their pajamas. For the truth is, we all live in America. Oh, we all live in America. We love the comfort food that we were raised on. Tostadas, lasagna, sauerkraut, or wontons. But we can play strings and brass and woodwinds in an orchestra. For the truth is, we all live in America. In every city and town, every neighborhood party, every holy day, every county fair jubilee, we all love our apple pie and Our Lady of Liberty. Hearing different voices is what it truly means to be free. We all live in America. Oh, we all live in America.
Alrighty. That was really, really great. Thanks again for coming onto the stream and sharing and, you know, giving us your music. Is there anything else you want to highlight before we give it up to Bree to maybe say some words?
Thanks so much for having me on.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're really, really happy. Is there anything else you want to highlight before we pass it along to Bree to talk about Production Babes and things like that?
Just that I've got some song retreats coming up in July and October. You can
That's
find
fun.
out about them at davidhaken.com. And I'm doing it on Zoom. And I'm going to be able to bring in guest instructors. And it's going to be the kind of songwriting retreat that will help people get up to the next level in their songwriting.
I like it.
Amazing.
Very, very cool. All right, so everybody watching, please make sure to check that out, davidhaken.com. And thank you again so much, David, for joining us. And we
My
look
pleasure.
forward to connecting at SERFA.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to give it up to Bree over here. This is Bree Coccia, everybody from Production Babes, and she's going to say a few words and take it away.
Thanks, Christine. So yeah, as Christine said, I'm Brianna Coccia. I go by Bree, and I do all of my work currently underneath the name Production Babes that I run with my best friend / production partner, Melissa Marie. You can find us everywhere, Production Babes. The YouTube channel we're streaming on, that's us. Our Facebook, you've already found us. But if you want to find our Instagram, it's production.babes. And if you want to find any of the amazing performers that we've had here today on our open mic, you can just check out the YouTube comments as well as the Facebook comments. I've been adding links to everybody's websites and music so that we can all, share in the community and share all the goodness that we have going on here. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone for coming on, and for those who are watching for joining us and participating and supporting our community. This has been a really, really fun experience. I'm really, really excited to go to my first SERFA with Christine and, meet all of you guys. And I guess a little bit about Production Babes before we swap it over to Timothy is Production Babes is a production company, and our slogan is we check all the boxes. Our larger slogan is we don't cut corners, we check boxes. So we basically do everything in between and production-wise. We work with, basically Production Babes is a name that we dubbed to anybody who takes their craft very seriously and is kind of, a badass in their industry. So, Production Babes is a non-gendered term. We have men that are our production babes. Our fabulous Celia Werner, who is our media sponsor today, who is helping us do this stream. We could not do this without. She is a production babe. She was always one of the OG production babes. And we would love to work with you if you ever want to, come to Long Island and make some shows happen, make some music happen, stream, make music videos, really anything. We've kind of got your back. So hit us up and let us know. And thanks again for coming out. And up next is Timothy.
Yeah. Thanks, Bree.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, thanks, guys. Really appreciate your work and putting this on and everything. And David, I really enjoyed your last song. And, it's obvious that you're very emotional and meaningful kind of stuff that you do. Celia and I write social justice songs as well. But this last one I was going to do is just kind of a straight up love song. Saturday mornings, I go out searching for thrown out treasures and broken things. I found you crying in front of a pawn shop, deciding to sell your engagement ring. But you didn't need me to fix you, even though you were falling apart. I can't believe anyone would ever throw your love away. You're perfect for me as you are. I'll wrap you in my arms and keep safe your beautiful broken heart. I brought home worn out Victrola. You found some scratched up 78s. Never heard a more romantic love song than when we got those old records to play. You smiled at my crooked dancing and laughed when we sang out of tune. I can't believe anyone would ever throw your love away. You're perfect for me as you are. I'll wrap you in my arms and keep safe my beautiful broken heart. Life is always missing a piece, but with you I finally feel complete. Can't believe anyone would ever throw your love away. You're perfect for me as you are. I'll wrap you in my arms and keep safe your beautiful broken Thank you, folks, very much. I'll keep listening, but y'all have a good night.
Is my mic back on? That was great. Thank you so much for coming again. So we've got one more coming through. We're gonna get back to Bernie and have him play another couple tunes if he'd like to. And remember, guys, you know, just anybody's watching, come say hi at SERFA and make friends and see old friends. All right, let's see where Bernie's at.
Well, I'm unmuted, which is an improvement over the first time. Well, cool. You know what? I mean, just this group here. I mean, now I know David in Kansas City. So if I'm ever going through there, and Timothy's in Georgia, and Christine, you guys are up this way. But I am interested. I'd love to hear some more about your busking experiences in Asheville, because I'm going to be going back to Asheville a couple of days after the conference ends. So, and I intend to get back to doing some busking when I'm in towns. So I'll just do one song, and this was from 2 years ago. I think I saw it on a motivational poster, and it said, "It's never too late for a first time." And at my age, that's a really important thing to continue to do. You have to keep trying new things. So this is, I love David Bromberg. I haven't seen him in forever. I think he's on his last tour. There's a great documentary on David Bromberg from about, I think it was 2014. But anyway, this is definitely David Bromberg light. And it's called "It's Never Too Late for a First Time." Got a whole lot of old calendar pages scattered on my floor. Don't know how many I got left. As long as there's more, I know it's never too late for a first time. You say you're out of time, son, there's more than enough. So get up on your horse even if you're thrown off. Never too late for a first time. One thing I know, my story ain't done being told. So add it to my bucket list. People that I need to see, places that I need to be, and pretty girls I still need to kiss. La da dum da dum do. It's never too late for a first time. Say, look, music, you can still learn how to play. And who knows, someday a lady might throw her panties on your stage. It's never too late for a first time. Got more trips around the sun than the average bear. But every morning when I breathe in that clean, crisp air, I know it's never too late for a first time. One thing I know, my story ain't done being told. It's adding to my bucket list. People that I need to meet, places that I need to see, and pretty girls I still need to kiss. La da 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 da. Ooh, never too late for a first time. So step on over here, just the other side of fear. You'll find that life is clear to see. So if you want to pick your spirits up, give something new a try. It's never too late for a first time. Still got all them old calendar pages scattered on my floor. Don't know how many I got left, but as long as there's more I know. Never too late for a first time. One thing I know, my story ain't done being told. So add it to my bucket list. People that I need to meet, places that I need to see, and pretty girls I still need to kiss. What's that, darling? You need chapstick? Just put the last of it on my lips. Come over here, let me apply some. Never too late for a first time. It's never too late. No, it's never too late. Never too late for a first time. Thanks again, everybody. I enjoyed all the music. Look forward to seeing you.
All right. Yeah, we will definitely keep you posted about our busking experience over there in Asheville. And thank you so much again for playing some more tunes. And thank you again for everybody who has joined us in the comments. You know, it's nice to catch up with some people that we know and maybe meet some people that we don't. And hopefully, you know, as people are rewatching this later, you know, they're able to discover maybe somebody new that they like. And, you know. Anyway, when it comes down to the comments, shout out to Bree over here for doing all of the clickety-clacks on the keyboard and getting all of the information in there. And big thank you to Celia over here behind the scenes. You can check her out at CeliaWernerProductions.com, and you can catch up with her and shoot her an email if you're interested in getting her services. She does great videography and photography and all the things. And we so appreciate all the work you're doing over there. And we're going to close out the show. We're going to do one more tune. And thanks again, guys. Come visit on the showcase. It's Saturday night, late night for me. It's 12:30 to 12:45 in the lab. And thanks again. And this is Rory Quinn, everybody. We're going to close it out with a song called Coyote. Here we go. I ain't no coyote, but I'm howling in the night. I ain't no coyote, but you got me howling, 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 howling. I didn't come here to kill your dogs. I didn't come here to make you afraid. Looking for some warm feeling. Don't make a fight, 'cause I'm running away. I ain't a coyote, but I'm howling in the night. Ooh, I ain't no coyote, but you got me howling, 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 howling. Is it my cry that disturbs you? Or maybe is it the truth? It ain't a witchy woman. No, it can't cast a spell yet. I'm sure no devil, but I know hell. I ain't no coyote, I'm howling in the night. Ooh, I ain't no coyote, baby, but you got me howling, howling, howling. I ain't no coyote, I'm howling in the night. Ooh, I ain't no coyote, baby, but you got me howling, howling, howling. I ain't no wolf, I ain't no jackal, I ain't no wolf, I ain't no jackal, I ain't no little girl, and you sure ain't no damsel. Oh, I'm just somebody. No coyote, baby, but you got me howling, howling, howling. Don't like the heat, but I'm living in the desert. Don't like the shells, but I probably die. Know that I've been bit before, but I'll make my wants come back for more. Yeah. I ain't no coyote, but I'm howling, howling, howling. I ain't no coyote, but I'm howling in the night. Ooh, I ain't no coyote, baby, but you got me howling, howling, howling. I ain't no coyote, but I'm howling in the night. Ooh, ain't no coyote, baby, but you got me howling, 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 howling. All right, that's it for me. That's it for us. Thanks so much for coming out to Last Minute Folks. We truly are some last minute folks. We won't talk about it. We'll just journal about it while we're trying to go to sleep tonight. We want to say thank you again, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you at SERFA and have an amazing night. And that's it for me. I'm out. Cut it.